From trainee to CEO, how Priya Nair made history at HUL. Imagine a young management trainee stepping into the Hindustan Unilever office for the first time. There is no big title in front of her, no corner cabin, no spotlight, just a hunger to learn, a desire to understand brands, and a passion to catch the pulse of Indian consumers. She doesn't see household products merely as soap, shampoo, detergent, or tea. She understands them as the everyday habits of millions of families. Then years pass, the market changes, the consumer changes, the digital world arrives, competition grows, and that same trainee slowly climbs the leadership ladder to reach the command of a company whose products reach 9 out of 10 homes in India. Fear starts here, because taking command of such a company is not easy, where the expectations of millions of customers are tied to every brand, from Lux to Rin, Horlicks to Surf Excel, and Dove to Lakme. And curiosity is born right here. Who exactly is Priya Nair, who created history by becoming HUL's first woman CEO? Hindustan Unilever Limited, or HUL, is counted among India's largest FMCG companies. This is a company whose presence is visible in our homes from morning until night. Brook Bond in the morning tea, Lux or Lifebuoy for bathing, Surf Excel or Rin for washing clothes, Clinic Plus or Dove for hair, Pond's or Vaseline for skin care, and Horlicks for nutrition. HUL is not just a product sitting on shelves, it is part of the daily routine of Indian households. A change in the leadership of such a company is not just corporate news, it is a signal of the future direction of the consumer market. On July 10, 2025, HUL announced that Priya Nair has been appointed as the company's new Chief Executive Officer and Managing Director. This appointment became effective from August 1, 2025. She took over from Rohit Java, who stepped down on July 31, 2025. According to HUL's official release, Priya Nair also joined the HUL board with this role and remained a member of the Unilever Leadership Executive. Most importantly, she became HUL's first woman CEO and MD. This was not just a promotion, it was a symbolic turning point in HUL's long corporate history. Priya Nair's story is special because she is not a leader brought in from the outside. She understands the company culture, brand building, and the Indian market from the inside. She joined HUL as a management trainee in 1995. This is the same starting point from which thousands of professionals begin their careers. But every trainee does not become a CEO. To become a CEO, one needs more than just hard work. One needs market understanding, consumer insight, brand sensitivity, team leadership, and the ability to evolve oneself with changing times. Priya Nair has demonstrated these qualities throughout her 3-decade career. She performed several roles related to sales and marketing at HUL. Her leadership spanned businesses like home care, beauty and well-being, and personal care. These segments are not easy, because the consumer in India is very diverse. On one side is the premium buyer in a metro city, on the other is the price-sensitive customer in a small town. Someone looks for fragrance, someone looks at the price, someone looks for brand trust, and someone looks for family habits. Success in FMCG means the company not only sells a product but understands the changing needs of the consumer ahead of time. Priya Nair did her MBA from Symbiosis Institute of Business Management, Pune. But her real MBA was perhaps the Indian market itself. In the world of FMCG, field reality works better than classroom theory. What the retailer is saying, which pack size the consumer is choosing, why demand is building up in villages, why premiumization is increasing in the urban market, how young consumers view beauty, the answers to these questions are found in the dust of the market, not in a spreadsheet. Priya turned this ground-level understanding into leadership. Her career at HUL went through several major responsibilities. She was associated with the home care business, handled the beauty and personal care portfolio, and later became the global chief marketing officer at the Unilever level. In 2024, she became the president of Unilever's Beauty and Well-being Business Group. This business was reported to be on a scale of approximately 12 billion euros, including categories like hair care, skin care, prestige beauty, and health and well-being. This means Priya Nair did not remain a leader limited only to the India market. She handled global brand and category strategies as well. Now the question is, why is Priya Nair's arrival considered so important for a company like HUL? The answer lies in today's FMCG market. The consumer goods market in India is no longer as simple as it used to be. Earlier, people bought the same brands they had seen in their homes for generations. But now, the consumer has many more choices. Direct-to-consumer brands have arrived, online platforms have changed the shelves, demand for premium products is rising, the rural market is moving at a different pace, and young consumers have started paying attention to factors like sustainability, ingredients, and personal identity. The challenge before HUL is not just to increase sales. It has to modernize legacy brands, connect with new consumers, manage pricing pressure, balance raw material costs, understand the different moods of rural and urban demand, and strengthen its grip on digital commerce. In such times, a leader like Priya Nair, who has seen the deep journey of marketing, beauty, personal care and home care, can become a strategic advantage for the company. Rohit Jawa's tenure in India lasted about 2 years. HUL said in its official release that he stepped down on July 31, 2025, and Priya Nair took charge from August 1, 2025. Media reports also discussed that his tenure was unusually short among HUL MDs. But in corporate transitions, direction is just as important as duration. Rohit Jawa handled HUL during challenging market conditions, and Priya Nair arrived at a time when the company needed to be taken to the next level of growth. On Priya Nair's appointment, HUL chairman Nitin Paranjpe said that she has had a brilliant career in the company and, with a deep understanding of the Indian market, she can lead HUL to the next level of performance. This statement was not just formal praise. Leadership continuity matters a lot in a company like HUL. A leader coming from the outside might understand the numbers, but a leader grown from the inside also understands brand memory, consumer emotion and organizational culture. HUL's strength in India is its reach. The company's official leadership profile states that HUL has a reach in 9 out of 10 households in a market as large and diverse as India. This means Priya Nair's decisions will not be limited only to the boardroom. They can have an impact across millions of homes in the country through price packs, distribution, innovation, brand campaigns and consumer trust. The FMCG business looks simple. Make soap, sell detergent, sell shampoo, sell tea. But in reality, it is a combination of psychology, supply chain, branding, pricing and trust. If a product becomes 1 rupee more expensive, millions of consumers can change their behavior. If rural income slows down, pack sizes have to be changed. If a young consumer wants a premium product, the brand has to be made aspirational. If raw materials become expensive, a balance must be struck between margin and affordability. The biggest test for Priya Nair will be how HUL carries legacy and the future together. Brands like Lux and Lifebuoy are decades old, but they will have to be kept relevant for the young generation. Brands like Surf Excel and rin hold household trust, but competition is intense. In nutrition categories like Horlicks, health awareness is rising, but both consumer claims and trust are important. Beauty brands like Lakme, Dove, Pond's and Vaseline will have to evolve with the changing standards of the beauty market. Priya Nair's global experience in beauty and well-being could hold special significance for HUL. The beauty market in India is changing rapidly. Earlier, the focus was more on fairness and basic skin care. Now, consumers are paying attention to themes like skin health, hair repair, anti-aging, sunscreen, premium fragrance, dermatology-backed products, and clean beauty. Digital creators, influencers, and online reviews are changing consumer choices. Priya has seen the global beauty business, so she can sharpen the beauty portfolio in India for next-generation consumers. There is also a big change in home care. Detergent is no longer just something to clean clothes. It is being linked to fragrance, fabric care, machine wash compatibility, and sustainability. Dishwash, floor cleaner, household hygiene, all these categories have become even more important after the pandemic. HUL has to serve both the mass and premium markets. This balance is difficult because in India, people want both value for money and a quality upgrade. The scale of HUL is very large. The company reported a turnover of approximately 60,680 crore rupees in 2025. Its more than 50 brands are present in over 20 consumer categories. Market capitalization keeps changing over time, but HUL has long been among India's most valuable consumer companies. Bringing growth on such a large scale is not like running a startup. Here, every decision affects the supply chain, distributors, retailers, employees, shareholders, and consumers. Priya Nair's appointment is also historic from the angle of gender diversity. Women leaders are still very few in India's large listed companies, especially in companies that run mass market and nationwide operations. Becoming HUL's first woman CEO is not just Priya Nair's personal achievement, but also a message for corporate India that women talent in the leadership pipeline should reach the top seat. But it would also be wrong to limit this achievement only to gender. She didn't become CEO because she is a woman, but because she demonstrated 3 decades of leadership in business, brands, and the market. Her journey is also a big lesson for young professionals. A start in a career can be small, but consistency is a very big thing. The path from management trainee to CEO is not built by getting a promotion every year, but by learning from every role, understanding every category, and maturing with every challenge. Priya Nair maintained patience within the organization, accepted role changes, worked from India to the global level, and then returned to take command of India's most important consumer company. There is one more thing to note here. The job of a CEO in a company like HUL is not just to increase profit. They have to protect consumer trust. FMCG brands go into the bathroom, kitchen, laundry, and dining table of a home. If consumer trust breaks, it is difficult to stand the brand up again. Therefore, factors like product quality, pricing fairness, responsible marketing, and sustainability also become part of the leadership agenda. Today's Indian consumer is more informed than before. They read ingredients, look at online reviews, compare prices, go to discount platforms, and even question brand loyalty. To win such a consumer, HUL will not be able to rely solely on old advertisements. It will have to create a new path between innovation, digital engagement, premiumization, and affordability. Priya Nair's marketing background can be critical in this regard. Rural India is also a very large opportunity area for HUL. Rural demand is sometimes fast and sometimes weak. Factors like the monsoon, crop income, inflation, government spending, and local employment affect consumer goods demand. A strong FMCG leader has to understand that a 10 rupees pack is just as important as a premium product. In India, scale comes not just from metros but from small towns and villages. HUL's real strength is that distribution network which carries brands deep into India. Under Priya Nair's leadership, the market will see how HUL fights new age competition. D2C brands like Mamaearth, Sugar, Minimalist, and Plum have changed consumer conversations in beauty and personal care. Regional brands also pose challenges in price-sensitive categories. E-commerce platforms are bringing in private labels. In such a case, HUL will have to make its size an advantage, not a burden. Being a large company means more resources, but maintaining speed is the challenge. The emotional center of this story is again that trainee who came to the company in 1995. She probably did not think at that time that one day she would take command of a company with brands like Rin, Horlicks, Lux, Surf Excel, and Dove. But that is the beauty of a corporate journey. Learning for a long time, reading the changing market, taking responsibility at the right moments, and earning the trust of the organization, all these together create leadership. Priya Nair's rise shows that in the world of FMCG, glamour is seen less but the impact is very large. A soap campaign, a shampoo innovation, a nutrition brand repositioning, a detergent pricing decision, these all seem like small decisions, but they affect the choices of millions of consumers. Becoming the CEO of HUL means not just running a company, but shaping a large part of the Indian consumption story.
If this video has taught you something new, or if you feel this information should reach more people, don't forget to like and share the video. Your small share can become valuable and useful information for someone else. If you have any questions related to this topic, or if you would like to share your opinion with us, be sure to write in the comment box. We read every question and suggestion from you, because your feedback inspires us to create better content. And if you want to keep receiving such interesting and reliable information about business, the economy, and the world in the future, then don't forget to subscribe to our channel GRT Business and also press the bell icon so that you get notifications of every new video directly. At GRT Business, we always strive to provide you with accurate, balanced, and reliable information. Our news and analysis are prepared based on information obtained from various news agencies, public sources, and public opinion. We make every effort to verify and validate each fact as much as possible. But in case of any possible error or dispute, the responsibility lies with the respective sources. Our only aim is to present you with a correct and trustworthy perspective so that you can understand any topic better.